All right. Back.
All right, yeah, that's good. Thank you for a bit more time there. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's not a problem. I do see I have another call coming up, but I definitely wanted to finish up our
Yes,
conversation. It's too good. Too good. Can't just let this end because of the Zoom time. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely. So,
Um,
did I answer your question about where? I like obviously red states, so obviously landlord friendly. Um, there's a lot actually to it. On my YouTube channel, I do go into quite a bit of the buy box, so we
I
do
was looking at that.
very much a deep dive in underwriting. There's a lot of components to it. So my goal is around one or two deals a year.
Okay.
So
And
that's
you said you're doing less than 100 units, right?
no 100 units or more.
100 units or more. Okay.
Yes, yes, that's for scalability purposes. Um, so that's one of the mistakes I made the first time round. Um, was the scalability was an issue. So management of the property, for instance, I could only find dishonest managers who steal money from you, for example. And then when it comes to maintenance, the plumbing and the electricians, you're paying full retail, and that's very expensive. So
Yeah.
you couldn't employ a handyman. You didn't have the cash flow. So there's a good number of issues why 100 doors or more makes sense. When you have 100 doors or more, you can have you can have a handyman on staff. You can have the professional management company on site, and that makes a
Right.
huge difference, right? Uh,
Right. Okay.
to how people behave, tenants,
Yeah.
and things like
Makes sense.
yeah. Mm.
Makes sense. You can run it. You can run it as a business
Yeah,
more when
correct.
it's 100 units or more. So I
Yeah,
get that.
yeah.
I get that. Okay.
Mm. And of course, that's
Um,
where the majority of Pace's net worth comes from is multifamily. If you look at he shows his
yeah.
deal, and that's where
Yeah.
he gets his income from.
Okay. All right. So I got a couple more questions for you, and then I think we're good to wrap it up.
Okay.
Um, Wanted to ask you. So I work primarily as a connector now, right? So it's my superpower.
Fantastic.
And
Yeah.
I like to ask people what would they consider their superpower. And a lot of times it's difficult for people to kind of figure out, like, okay, let me see, what is it that I'm good at? So I try to ask it in this way. Graham, if you had a Zoom call that you were going to do and you were going to record it and it was going to be 5 hours worth of on a particular topic, what would that topic be? Like, what would be that one thing that people would
Underwriting is essentially my superpower. Yeah.
underwrite it? Got it.
Yes.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love numbers, you see, and I've spent not countless hours, but a long, long time in the classroom under that tutelage of underwriting, both as a real estate agent with valuing properties, got the accreditation there, but also as an investor. Um, Good number of days in the large multifamily space, looking at spreadsheets, going into the weeds, um, and what have you. So, and as I say, I've written the books on it as well,
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
so that will be the answer to your question there.
Okay. Perfect. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And so now, what is something that you can say that you are currently looking for, right? And so what I mean by that, like I like to ask people strengths and weaknesses when it comes to their
Yeah.
business. So as far as your weakness, I would say, what's something that if I had the right answer, the right connections or resources, and I shared it with you, it would immediately make you money over the next 30 days.
Yeah. And we kind of touched on it. That's why I was very curious about your story,
Mm-hmm.
especially as a network marketer, right? Because
Yeah.
my biggest pain, and it caused me to lose my business, right? Um, which was all my life, 25 years worth of work, and think I lost it all in bankruptcy in 2009.
Mm,
I'd spent all that energy, yeah, and sweat, blood and tears, resources, stress, and everything, and lost it all. And
yeah,
if I'd had an attorney, if I'd had the capital, been able to use an attorney, that would not have happened. I was that close. So my biggest thing is I passionately believe anybody in real estate needs to have the economic legal access to show the deals to an attorney. That we're writing contracts and JV agreements. We're buying properties, large sums of money. The title companies are sometimes scams, and
yeah, yeah,
there's
yeah.
so many dangers in real estate. We need an attorney in our back pocket. And I came across Legal Shield, and it's network marketing, right? But they pay you the next day. They've been around for 52 years. So
Mm,
anybody who will listen, and they're in real estate or has a business, actually. I mean, we all need an attorney at some point, but especially in
yeah,
real estate to protect your business, then that's what feel I'm on a mission to help everyone in that they can just call an attorney without worrying about the bill. Right?
got you.
Yeah, I don't know whether you know, you just pay a low monthly fee. It's only $185 for the Business Pro. That's as much as you can spend. And you have as much access to an attorney as you want without worrying about a bill. It's like insurance.
Hmm.
It's the company, they pay the attorneys the retainer. They're on millions of dollars of retainers, so the attorney's not worried about their bill.
Yeah,
And
I
I
like
only
that.
came across them 3 weeks ago. I can't believe I've lived here in America for 22 years and not heard of legal. Well, it was prepaid legal. I didn't really ask
Yeah,
the
it's super
questions,
legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm sure you've heard of them as well, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. So you know what I mean? I thought, why the heck did I miss that?
yeah.
But I'm
Where was
probably not
that?
the only one, right? I'm not the only
Yeah.
one. And so,
No, no, you're not. You're not.
yeah. So,
That's awesome. That's good, man. That's
yeah,
good. Okay.
it's
So,
fire in my belly because I don't want anybody else to go through what I went through. And there's so many newbies in the community, I don't need to tell you that, right? Who need rescuing, who plunge
yeah,
into it because they're so hungry to do a deal. They
yeah.
overpay for it, and then they're being foreclosed on, and they don't have legal representation because they've lost everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
mm.
Okay. So, what is it that you, or yeah, I don't know if you do. Do you currently have anything that you need? Whether it's a integrator, fix and flip deals,
I need a
um,
sponsor.
a sponsor. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, because
for multifamily, right?
yes, that's right. That
So, do you need a? Let me ask you this, Graham. Do you need a loan sponsor, or do you need a sponsor for multi to be a partner on the multifamily deals?
GP sponsor, so they have to have similar asset class already in their possession, like Pace or Vina, right? They
Hmm.
can be sponsors, right? Because they have the asset class. You're gonna
Yeah.
have 10% of of the project liquid form in the bank. So you've got to have liquidity and then
Hmm.
years of experience. So um, I'm looking for the deals, right? So I'm playing part of the GP side of it. So I'm building up my network, and I'm so honored to be talking to you because you are a connect. I already know that you've been in the community and well connected with the network. I know together we can get this done. You know.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely. Awesome. This is awesome, man. I love this. Are you are you also working, or are you investing full time?
And no, I do this full time. I do real
Nice.
estate full time. Yes. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. And you probably can tell I'm pretty passionate about it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man.
I live and breathe it. I tell people if you looked at my red blood cells, there'll be house shapes because as a kid, I used to play Monopoly with three ghost players all the time. I play
Hmm.
all the time, you know. I just love the whole idea of real estate, you know,
I love it.
all my life. So, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
I think I've asked quite a few already. I feel I got to know you much better, which is fantastic.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah. And I think this is like a great way for us to start and handle the relationship, right? Because again,
Okay.
that's very important in the space that we are
I'm so
in.
blessed that you know Jim Rohn. Not everybody does. I know when he passed away, it's harder, but there's so much precious. I always quote the tree thing. You know, when he used to say from the stage every time I heard, he said, "How tall can a tree grow?" People will look around. I don't know. So many feet. But you know, you always get. You know what the answer is, don't you? You remember?
Isn't it as tall as it wants to grow? Is that the
Yeah,
one?
as far as it possibly can grow. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And it hits your heart. You know, that was what we should be like, right? We grow as much as we possibly can.
Yeah. That's what it should be, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
that's one of the reasons why like I'm such a uh big on like connecting with people and because I believe it's through those connections. I know for me in my life personally, that's how I grew, right? If I stayed to myself, I probably not probably, I would not have been able to grow as much as I have now. So
Hmm.
I'm excited and now because I connected with you, Graham, and
Yeah.
you know, I know what you're looking for, and you know what I'm looking for as a connector and working in the lending space. I'm looking to help more people get not only get deals, but you know, I want to be able to help people who are, you know, like my father, who worked all their life, want to be able to put their money aside into something. And, you know, I've been able to help individuals like that put their money in their real estate without having to have the years and years of experience or the amount of risk that you would have to take on and start to make strong, solid returns on their money each month, right?
All
And
right.
add to a better lifestyle, a better way of living. So that's my main focus is helping people there. You know, as I continue, and it's really the way I look at it is just these three things I focus on: lending side, helping people get deals done, helping people investing deals so that they can have some cash flow coming in. The second thing is affordable housing is a very big deal for me. So
Mm,
that's something that I focus on, whether it's through co-living or Section 8, or you know, just personal care homes. And then the third is acquiring businesses,
mm,
something I'm passionate about. I love the way a business can operate and being able to put people together, inspire people to be able to work in their greatness
mm.
and watch that blossom into something that they could be proud of and want to come to work for. So those are my three North Stars that you know I focus on and want to be able to help as many people get to theirs.
I know you've spoken on JJ Azizian's um, podcast thing a few times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd encourage you to do it again because not everybody knows it, you know, and that'd be a great way to uh, push forward your mission, you know, to help
Man,
connect.
I appreciate that, and you know what? Because of that, I'm going to take your word, and I'm actually reach out to JJ,
Oh, fantastic.
let him know it's time to re up. Let's do it again.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's you got a wonderful story and so much to give. And when you do it, it's so rewarding to give like that, isn't it? You know, and
Yes,
I'm very blessed that you spent this time with me, Eddie. I really am, because you're a very special person.
man, I appreciate that, Graham, especially coming from a gentleman like yourself.
Mm.
And in all honesty, man, I'm just honored that you felt that it's important for us to connect as much as I did. And I'm glad that we were able to start and build this relationship. And I can't wait to 2, 3, 4 years down the line we can be having deeper conversations and meeting face to face and traveling together and
Perfect.
talking about our journeys and the
Yeah.
ups, the downs, and all this, the great things that comes from being an entrepreneur, which is, what I'm passionate about. So thank
It
you, man.
is. It is, even if you're not, even if we're doing slightly different things, we're entrepreneurs, and it's an encouragement when we talk to one another because it can be a very
Mhm.
lonely journey,
Oh,
and
it is.
you
It is.
can definitely. I love what Paces have built in this community because it's so needed for
Yeah.
entrepreneurs, and
Yeah.
when you have that connection, you get that encouragement, and we pat
Yep.
each other on the back, and say, keep going,
Yep.
you'll
Keep
get there,
going. You can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Graham, thank you so much, man. Let's touch back base in about a week or two. Just kind of see how things are going.
Yeah.
Even if it's via text message, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just want to touch.
If you feel so inclined to get my books, I'll really value a review if you do that. That'd be amazing. And
Awesome.
yeah,
Perfect. We'll do. I definitely will purchase them all. I like that you're an author. That's something I want to
yeah.
do myself. So
I'll be excited to have your review. Thank you very much, Eddie. You have a good day.
no problem, brother.
Yeah.
Have a great one.
Yeah. Bye bye.